Hello, this is Mogetsu, and here we are to continue Chrono Cross. Yeah, I know, my stream activity has pretty much, well, almost entirely stopped with my situation at home, which probably won't be normalized until around September, I think. In any case, well, after beating in Chrono Cross, there are more endings and stuff to unlock, so let's go. I wonder if playing this more will make me like the game more or dislike it more. Because I still have mixed feelings about this as a sequel for Chrono Trigger. At least now the opening makes sense. Well, it makes sense within the context of the game because some things still don't quite make sense with the context of Chrono Trigger. Buenas, X-Volt. Ya se acabó el juego, pero ahora estamos en el New Game Plus. Porque tiene más endings como el Chrono Trigger. Y por lo que me dijo el Round Cat, igual que Chrono Trigger, Los endings extras se sacan, o sea, dependen de en qué momento matas a Lavos. Pero no es tan chido. Esa maldita batalla final, de veras. Ah, caray. Yo me acuerdo que la primera vez era Nikki, la otra. Ahora me pusieron a Lina. No entiendo lo de la coronita. ¿Qué tal? Welcome, Roncat. Como estoy usando lo de Restream, yo no lo veo. Well. Ah, ya, igualito a Twitch entonces. The people of Force studied Rubble when he was working on the desert and made mass-produced copies of them with Dalton's help. Yeah, I remember you told me that. Well, the equipment stayed, so that wasn't entirely a waste of time. You can get the first ending if you defeat Lavos at the beach. Well, let's go for it. Okay, I'm missing something because where the hell is the Chrono Cross? Así es, Exvolta. Okay, so I actually have to kill it? Okay, that is so much better. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to do the element nonsense. You know what? Screw it. Okay, let's go get the dog. It's a story item. I thought it would go with me to the New Game Plus because it would be necessary for killing levels. So I'm actually glad that's not the case. Okay, Roundcat, please remind me, what do I need to do to get... What do I need to recruit Pashul? Understandable. All right. Now I just noticed that this chef must be related to the one that joins. I guess I will eventually get to that point. Now the big question. Do I actually go and talk to Lina or just straight go and kill Lavos? I don't know if it changes the story, completely ignoring Lina. I see. A boy and his dog. I'm gonna try a wrong character. Yeah, that was really so light. Whoops. Sí, demasiado. What? Beaten by a dumb dog. Pescó un lavo shiny. Okay, what the hell is happening just now? I mean, I went straight from the start of the game. What the hell? This is the second ending. The Acacian Empire? What? Huh. Okay, let's do it. Okay, not talk to anyone and just straight out go and kill Lavos. What? Okay, first it was Lina, now it's Van. What the hell? Yeah, that's why I was confused, because the second time I got Lina and now it's Van. Welcome, miss. Don't worry. I mean, Chrono Trigger was actually an amazing game. This is a sequel that rides on its back. Not always in the best fashion. Actually, most of it not in the best fashion. And, but yeah, I appreciate your presence, miss. Okay, so it's get up, not talk to anyone, and just down to business to defeat the Huns. To kill Lavos. So one day, Serge randomly wakes up. He decides to ignore everyone in his way, and he just sets out to the beach to kill an interdimensional monstrosity. Yeah, an average day in Arnie Village. Exactamente, Xbox. The first half of the game feels like it was a game that wasn't supposed to be a sequel to Chrono Trigger, and then they decide to make it a sequel halfway through. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly what it feels like. And even then, the second half feels forced. Like Serge is this miraculous MC that is going to save the world and succeed where Chrono failed. And I mean, the sheer disrespect to the Chrono Trigger cast and this random guy out of nowhere, yeah, no. One-on-one versus Lavos. Omega Strike! Some people think Serge is a reincarnation of Magus, which is why Shala calls to him. If they actually work that idea better, it would make sense. But as it stands, it's really just a reach. If they actually put in more work to develop that idea, I would be fine with it. But it feels like a stretch. That makes even less sense because even if he erased his memory, he was a grown-ass man with vampire teeth and elf ears. Where the hell does the whole search thing come from? Again, it's a stretch. Without putting in the work to actually write a good story, it's just a stretch. Yeah, that's curious, by the way. It uses weak spells. Huh. Okay, I get what you mean, but they didn't really develop that idea if they wanted to go with it. Yeah, that almost came out of nowhere. I would have thought that Lynx was the panther spirit that attacked him earlier and had some kind of grudge or something. Welcome to the development room. What the hell is this line? I don't have a daughter. Yeah, that was hilarious. Weird way of spelling rest. Wait. Did he actually reset my game? He reset my game. God damn it, I didn't even... Okay, they trolled me. Okay, that was a good one. By the way, MS, I don't know if that brings you memories of X-Dive, you know? Every time when it was like 2 a.m., reset. Me trolearon. Okay, hold on, what? Grande el tigre Toño. ¿Quién diría que trabajó en Chrono Cross? If only there was one. They should make a Chrono Trigger 3 or a Chrono Trigger 2 that is the third game. Our next project that got cancelled. God freaking damn it. Chrono Harem with Surge and what? Why even? I mean, Kid is not even a love interest for Surge. What? Eso sí. It's a feature. The photo of Kid and Serge in wedding attire. Wait, a photo of Serge and Kid in wedding attire? What? Okay, I think I forgot about that, but really, never in the story was really much of a romantic connection. If anything, Lena is the canon love interest. We saw it in the second ending that he's supposed to get married to her. I mean, she's basically the model of Chrono Cross. So, what gives? That was in the good ending. Radical Dreamers is narrated by Serge and Kids. Wait! Radical Dreamers is narrated by Serge Kids' grandson? What the hell? Where does that even come from? I mean, all I saw in the game suggested Lena is the canon love interest. Where the hell did Kim come into the picture? No te voy a mentir, ese tenía un poco la facha, pero... O sea, yo la veía que no tenía interés en romance Kid. Y aún se lo tuviera, no parecía que fuera con Serge. O sea, es como a la Ayla no le gustaba realmente Chrono en el sentido romántico. O sea, estaba claro que era malo. Luca tampoco estaba interesada en Chrono así. Por eso esto de Kid se me hace raro, porque Lina es el canon. ¿De dónde demonios se sacan que Kid? Kid has a Harley Quinn-like relationship with Serge, where no matter how bad Serge treats her, she always whip up. She needs help. There is therapy available. that comment aged so badly. Yeah, it's been 20 years. Huh? Well, I did buy Chrono Cross, so that comment is still canon. You saw Surge give Kid a Hong Kong because he didn't fight. The main reason Kid loves Surge is because he rescued her from the fire in the orphanage, and then Kid wanted to meet Surge as an adult so they could be together. But then she finds out Okay, I think I saw everything. I'm not sure if I missed anything. La sombra de seleccionar música. A ver, ahorita lo voy a ver. Ah, sí, cierto, la sombra. Pero no era ese kid. No era esa kid. Era nada más un niño. So, Roundcat, the thing about the Sir's romancing kid still seems like another asshole, because in the game, yeah, it kinda came out of nowhere. It wasn't really worked on. Everything I saw in the playthrough suggested Lena was the canon interest. Huh? Now I'm moonwalking? Oh, never mind. Okay, I think I really saw everything. Mostly because you chose not to save Kid when she gets poisoned, and also, what about the time when Serge is in Link's body was thinking about the memories with Kid on the boat? Yeah, that seemed a little weird. Okay, I think I saw everything here. I don't know, around Cat, before I leave, did I miss something? I don't think I did, but I don't know. Okay, kind of funny. I noticed that the equipment with Boshu stayed. But I soloed Laos to get here. Yeah, their confidence is unreal. Buenas noches, Xbox. One of the characters you didn't get on your first playthrough. Yeah, I was wondering who the hell is this? Okay, and what do I do next, the round cat? I mean, is this ending quick? Or is it gonna take longer? Because if it's gonna take longer, I'm gonna have to leave it for another stream. Okay, in that case, that's gonna take a while. So you know what? I'm just gonna set up things and call it here. I'm gonna go get Posho. Okay, what the hell? Did the game make me lose a prism nail? Yeah. Alright. Well, you know what? It's possible that tomorrow I could do another stream. I'm not too confident if I'm gonna be able to do it, if I'm gonna be able to do it on Friday. You know what? It's a little bit on the air. I'm gonna try either tomorrow or Friday. Most likely not both. But yeah, I am actually curious about the other endings. Also, I'm gonna have to look into this issue with the prism armor. Alright, so we're gonna leave it here and actually get to play, you know, most likely tomorrow, but if for whatever reason I can't, it will be on Friday. You have the armor, it was at the bottom. It was two, but it was supposed to be three. That is the thing. Yeah, I think that one of them vanished. I'm gonna look into it because I don't know if I have to retrieve it from the older save and stuff. Yeah, that's what I meant. It was three armors, but I only had two. So yeah, I'm gonna look into it. One ending needs Nikki and Rastly the fairy. Well, I'll be counting on your help to get them because I have no idea how to get that fairy. Did you see the Hisuian Lilgant raid? I saw something about the raid, but I didn't see the details. I don't know what time was it announced because I think I stopped playing Pokemon Go around 7 p.m. Yeah, I think that's what more or less when I stopped. I am running low on Pokeballs, so I need to walk around and just resupply at the various Pokestops. It's a good thing that is actually there is a section of the city that is densely packed with gyms and Pokestops. So if I just walk around in there, I can resupply more or less effectively. And there's a bunch of yellow ones. So yeah. July 12th is raid day and you get 4 extra raid passes. Well, that's awesome. You know what? I'll be on. Just let me know the time when you're ready to invite me and I'll be there. Unless something happens to hold me back, like something happening at home. But hopefully, I mean, that's a worst case scenario. Let's hope it doesn't happen. And I'm on. You know what? I probably will do some raids in the Discord because I want to get the Cobalion and power it up. I need all the legendaries I can get because my normal Pokemon are not nearly strong enough. I'm gonna need the power of legendaries on my side. I mean, Sasha really carries me. Cobalion isn't worth it. Wait, really? I thought he was cool. Well, I guess I will do the one raid to capture him, and that's it. Huh. I thought that any legendary would be good to have because they would be more powerful. I mean, seeing how strong Sasha and actually, I'm not sure about the pronunciation because if I read it in Spanish, it is Sasia, but I don't know in English how you say it. And Samacenta. Legendaries are expensive to invest in. Solgaleo is worth investing. There's a lot of bad legendaries. Huh. Okay. Solgaleo is actually kind of cool. I mean, I have only seen the design. I don't know much about the Pokemon. But I heard something about the only legendary that you can raise from an egg and evolve or something. I never, after Gen 3, I didn't play Pokemon again until Scarlet, so I missed a whole bunch of stuff. I only have vague awareness of things I saw in like bits of the anime, like Arceus and Groudon. Wait, no, Groudon is from Gen 3. And the other Pokemon. Sasha is the strongest Pokemon in game current. And in the main game session is in Transformer stat has Arceus level stats. Damn. Solgaleo is steel and psychic type. So the same as Metagross? Huh. That's a curious combination. Well, in any case, I'll be doing more Pokemon Go stuff. Yeah, I need to pick up legendaries. And you know what? I'm also working on the starters. I need candy to power up Blaziken, Infernape, Blastoise. By the way, I got the Squirtle with Dynamax. I got it all the way to Blastoise. So now I need to actually power it up. And I'm also considering working on a second Blastoise to make it a Mega Blastoise. I'm assuming it's gonna have a Mega like Charizard. Cobalion is a legendary beard level legendary. I mean, legendary beard is good to me. You say it like it's a bad thing. I love the legendary beards, and they were powerful. Not god level like Mewtwo, but they were powerful. Mudkip, since you want a ground type. I have been catching a lot of Mudkips with trash IVs. I have a lot of candy, but I don't have a Mudkip to use it on because I have yet to catch one with good IVs. I'm on that. I think I'm already like on 90 candies, but not a single good Mudkip. I'm gonna try to get more. Aggron, Cobalion, Solgaleo, and Mega Charizard are weak to ground. That's because there's lots of the Mewtwo level legendaries. Okay. Well, you know what? I guess Mega Charizard will be more of a love project because I like Charizard, and I guess he's not gonna be as relevant in gameplay. But right now, he's my strongest not non-legendary Pokemon. So there is that. Charizard has like 2,500 power, and it's a big gap because the next is my Dragonite at like 2019 power, I think. So yeah, Charizard is pretty strong in his own right. But then Sasha is like 4,000 power. So yeah, there are big gaps in my top three. There are big gaps of power. Mega Charizard is one of the strongest fire types. Okay, so I'm onto something. That is a good Charizard, and I want to turn it into a Mega. So okay, I'm glad I'm not wasting my time. A lot of the trio legendaries are falling behind. That is sad. Charizard caps at 3,000 something, while Dragonite caps at 4,000 something. Okay, so I need more Dragonite candy. I am gonna have to work on that. You know what? I think I'm one of these days. I'm just gonna get a puffin and do the route over and over again. Just that, not bothering to catch anything, just so I get more candy because I desperately need a Dragonite candy. Mudkip first. Okay, I mean, I have been walking around the city and catching any of the starters I find. I'm also saving up matchup candy for when I get a Dynamax one. So I'm doing several things at once. Okay, but noted. Ground types are so useful. By the way, speaking of ground types, you know what I got? I think yesterday. I think the Paldean Whooper. You know the ground type one. I got that. I don't even know how, but I got that, and it has decent IVs. The thing is, I haven't found any more of that, but I think it's because of the event. It was before the event kicked in, and now it's just pretty much starters. Whooper, I mean, the pre-evolution. But yes, the pre-evolution of Clotsier. He's a rare but random. Well, I hope I can get more. And if I can get more, I guess I can put him in as my buddy and do routes. Okay, you know what? At least the game gives you alternatives. I hope I can get more candy. No, I meant I event. The spawns have been. All right. I'm gonna call it here. So thank you so much for sticking around. That's gonna be it for tonight. So either tomorrow or on Friday, I will do the next Chrono Cross gameplay. So we're gonna see. Well, we're gonna work to the third ending. Berserker still uses the same candy as the Kanto. Hmm. All right. I haven't had much luck with any of the Meowths. Good idea. But I will keep looking. All right, Roundcat. Have a good one. And also, MS, I don't know if you're still there, but have a good one and see you guys next time. Fairy Friday. You know what? That's a good name. All right. Okay, guys. See you next time for real.